Hello, my wonderful English 208 students. Today we are going to discuss how to answer extended response questions. These are questions that can be found at the end of each unit and also on the SAGE test or ACT written portion of the test. What is a constructed response? Well, there are two types of constructed responses. One is a short answer response, and one is an extended response. An extended response are the type that you will see on standardized tests, and you should allow yourself between 10 and 15 minutes to complete these types of constructed response questions. How to score well on an extended response question. To understand and answer the extended response question, the easiest way is to memorize the acronym RACE. This stands for Restate, Answer, Cite, and Explain. We've covered this in Unit 1 and Unit 5, so this will be a review of this acronym and how it can help us effectively answer short and extended response questions. The acronym RACE. The R stands for Restate the question. The A stands for Answer the question. C is Cite evidence from the text. And E is Explain how the evidence supports your answer. Let's look at each of these in detail. Restate the question, which is the R in RACE. Restate the question means that you are to put the question into a statement as part of the answer you provide. You use the wording of the question itself to begin your answer. What color is the sky? The sky is blue. Notice that you reuse the wording from the question. Where did you go for vacation this year? I went to Disney World for vacation this year. How many states have you visited? I have visited 12 states. Who is your favorite teacher? My favorite teacher is Mrs. Sheehy, or in our case, Mrs. Morris, I hope. In our particular example, we are working with a text entitled Taking the Plunge. This is the exact question from the text. What is the theme of taking the plunge? How does the theme emerge and develop over the course of the passage? Use evidence from the text to support your response. Your response should be at least one complete paragraph. Using evidence to support your thesis or your topic sentence is nothing new. It is something we have worked with all year. Let's start with R. Restate the question. The theme of taking the plunge is. That is a simple restatement. A is answer the question. What exactly is the question asking? Make sure you answer the question and stay focused on the question. The answer may come in the first sentence as you restate the question, which it will in our particular paper, or in an extended response situation, you will need to show how and why you arrived at this answer. So the A in RACE is answer the question. What is the theme of the passage? The theme of taking the plunge is, as soon as you review this short story, you will be able to answer this statement. The theme of taking the plunge is, and you will simply state the theme. And we are on to the next step. C is cite evidence. Most extended response questions will require you to support your answers with details from the reading of the passage. You can do this in a few ways. You can use a direct quotation, such as the passage states, and then the quotation is in quotation marks. Or you can do this with a paraphrase, as the passage says, and then you restate the information in the passage in your own words. Citing evidence with direct quotations. When you give a direct quotation from the passage to back up your ideas, you must place the text in quotation marks. For example, the narrator says, "As men busied themselves about their various concerns," notice the direct quotation from the passage. It is word for word. Other phrases that can set up direct quotations include "according to the text," "the author states," and "according to the passage." You can cite evidence using paraphrases. You may paraphrase or put a few lines from the passage into your own words, as long as you make it clear that you're doing so. Be careful not to pass off another writer's ideas as your own. We've covered plagiarism extensively in Unit 5, so this is nothing new. The narrator says that people were going about their usual lives at the time of the attack. In our particular passage, taking the plunge, we will need to cite examples from that text using either direct quotations or paraphrases. So in this portion of your answer, find 2 pieces of evidence from the text that you can quote directly or that you can paraphrase that will show the theme of taking the plunge. The last step is E. Explain how the evidence supports your answer. In addition to the evidence you cited from the text, you'll need to supply your own reasoning for why you think your answer is correct and how your evidence supports your answer. You will need to sum everything up, the conclusion to your paragraph or your extended response. You may use the words, "I think this shows that," or something similar. In taking the plunge, we must explain how the evidence you cited shows that the theme you have chosen is correct. Do not forget to explain your reasoning. Here are some examples. The author explains that Tracy is a good friend. She's always there when her best friend needs someone to talk. Then you explain how that piece of textual evidence refers to the answer to the question that you are trying to answer. Having this quality makes you a good friend. It shows that Tracy listens and tries to help her friend through difficult times. You can use the phrase "this shows" or "these things show" to tie the textual evidence to your answer. Remember for today to complete 2.09 graded assignment, Symbols and Imagery, Part 2. Taking the plunge is the name of the text that we are referring to. And once you've completed one complete paragraph using the race technique that we have outlined, you are free to be done with English 208 for today. If you still have questions, I will be happy to answer them tomorrow after class. I will walk you through this process step by step. We will see you tomorrow in live classes at 12:30. Thank you so much.